The thing is, I went to the Elks Club and I met this guy. Him and his wife traveled the whole nation, right?
We met when we were at Olsen.
They're at Boat Day, I guess it's State Park, and they're dressed in traditional, like, period costumes, and they get to park their RV there.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that place is good to party.
So do you go by Henry or
He's up here?
What
Oh,
do you-
yeah, man.
You go by Ron.
He's coming.
So that's the new name today? Ron.
Ron.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Ron.
I'll tell you what.
You're ready. You're ready, aren't you? Ron, we all are. I know all about Harry. Don't mess with me with Harry Potter. I've done the trivia thing. Oh, I got sucked in. At 20 years old, I think is when they came out. Oh, I was such
my
a
grandson's
hard,
got an
like,
electric guitar too.
chomping at the
I
bit.
said, maybe you could just do a couple of verses of Tennessee whiskey. That's great. It really is.
If I could have your attention for a minute. I'm Reverend Jay Lang from the Center for Spiritual Living. So happy to see everybody here. I think it's always amazing just to be back to an in-person event where we see each other. I know some people are wearing masks, and of course that's fine. But just to be close, to have conversation. I mean, I'm up here talking, and half the people aren't even listening because they're talking so much. So that's great. We want to encourage that. Keep talking. If you're interested in raffle tickets, we'll send you some more raffle tickets to give you a better chance. You can put your in the jar. If you have any problems with the silent auction, look for a volunteer sign. They'll be glad to help you. Wines are over here, and enjoy yourself. Find somebody you don't know and introduce yourself and get to know them today, okay? Good seeing everybody today.
You know what? I woke up this morning and I thought about that too. I know that's the one thing I can
That's right.
Hi. Oh, it's like my other dad. Yeah.
You know what I said last something like verses. Remember that? Like when you did something like that before I helped you. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. And I think I filmed it right.
I told him I wanted it so that we could watch it. She's trying to explain it to me. Exactly. She's trying to explain it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now I know what you're talking about. Great, what's up? Here, by the food.
Whoa.
And then come to find oh, that's a fun name. These could be the good ones.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably not.
I just like 3 and 5 on that.
I kept on going back and forth. When I was 8 or 9 years old, I was getting smart. Yeah, it is. Don't know fancy children. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it is. That's my first nickname. I never worked with public school kids. They're easy.
Chicken with turkey.
That's right. I forget. Yeah, actually, that was my first offer.
That's probably not a good place. What if it's still? That'll be better if it goes on the ground instead of the shed, right?
I do. I was like, I know. I'll be right back, Robin. Yeah. What? When I talk about that, when he was
Welcome everybody once again. Reverend Craig Lang here. So good to see everybody here. In about 2 minutes, we're going to start the award ceremony. If people can start gathering this way, you can pull chairs up and but we will ask during the time to pull attention up here. But just a couple minutes, just give you a warning that we're going to wrap up with the conversation about drinking wine.
Yeah, you were watching that.
I remember that.
Around the Love Mojo.
is that everybody wants to do something to make a difference. But sometimes they're not sure what to do. They're not sure what kind of action to take or what their passion is. So one thing we wanted to do was a couple things, is to honor people who have been this compassionate action here and made a difference in Napa Valley. So we began to put out the nomination forms for people to nominate somebody who they felt had done compassionate work here in Napa Valley. And you know what's interesting is everybody had a story about a friend. We probably had 20 or 30 names being talked about. We ended up with 10 nominations, and they had all done something amazing in what they had done. And I've only been here 8 years now, here in Napa Valley. But I find that every year I'm here, I find more and more stories, more and more people who care and who make a difference here in the Napa Valley. I know that the land we stand on, or we sit on right now, is sacred land. This land was inhabited by Native Americans for 10,000 years before us. The Miwok Indians, the Pomo Indians, that were here at the confluence of the Napa Creek and the Napa River, as well as the Wapo Indians that were the ones that were right here, Native Americans. So we honor them. We know that we're standing on this sacred land, and there's some obligation we have to honor those people before us, as well as honor those who are doing compassionate work right now. I've always been a fan of the mystics, because the mystics throughout, no matter what faith they were in, they saw God and Spirit in everything, just like the Native Americans did. And one of my favorite writers is a Christian mystic whose name is Meister Eckhart, if you've heard of him. And once he said, if the only prayer you say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. So today, our prayer is one of gratitude. Whatever faith you come to, or maybe not much faith. Especially these are times to try our faith. But let's just take a moment of silence just to recognize the land we stand on, the sacredness of it, as well as know the gratitude that we are for just being in this place we have. Thank you for taking that moment. So as I said, we were seeking nominations for people. This center that we have, we believe in compassion action. We believe in intentional living. We believe in consciousness uprising, that what we do makes a difference. And so we wanted to honor the people who were making a difference in other people's lives. So the nominations were based on individuals who embodied the principle of compassion through their selfless service to others. They uplifted others through kindness and empathy in their interactions. They demonstrated an ongoing commitment to the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of others, and they inspire others through their community service. What I know about all three of these individuals, that we are honoring today, is they all started something out of what they perceived as a need. And they didn't wait for someone for permission. They didn't say, hey, I'm thinking about this. Do you think somebody ought to do this? They said, there's a need here, and somebody needs to do this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to take charge. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to get things going, a grassroots effort, and see what can be done about this. And as they move forward, people resonated with their work, and what started as one turned into a dozen, turned into 100, turned into thousands of people being affected by their work. And so if anything you pull out of today is, don't hesitate. Don't ask for permission. If you see a need in the community, step forward, and you'll meet other people along the way doing the same kind of work, and you can collaborate. Doesn't mean you are a lone wolf in anything you do, but step forward, be seen, be heard. Use your heart to lead your way. So the three people that we've nominated that won the awards are Jenny Olsen, the founder of Teen Connect, David Busby, the founder of Feeding It Forward, and Roger Collinson, the founder of Support Napa Valley Restaurants. Notice that word, yeah. Notice the word founder there, all of them. It wasn't a job they did, it was a love they had, a need that they wanted to do, a passion they had, and it turned into compassion. So first of all, I'd like to talk about Jenny Olsen. I knew her from my days of when I first moved here, we started doing the Martin Luther King Day of Action and Compassion. They've been going for 20 years, but with Brad Wagon Connect and other people, we ramped up the community service that was part of that day. It wasn't just a ceremony to honor Dr. King, but it was actually community service in his name. And before pandemic, we had on that over the Sunday and Monday, we had 1,200 people volunteering. It's quite an amazing, and we'll get back there. I know we'll get back there. And over there, there's a whiteboard, and you're welcome to put your vision for what you think a beloved community is. So you can do that. For Jenny Olsen, at that time that I knew her, she saw a need for mental health of teenagers and youth. That a lot of youth in our communities were struggling, and they really didn't have a way in the current school system to have those needs met. So she began a private nonprofit to begin to meet that. And like I said, she began with a few kids, herself doing it, and she began to get fundraising and efforts and coalitions to where now there's mental health providers outside of the school counselors, so additional that have no other responsibilities in each of the middle schools and high schools, and have helped, I'd say hundreds, if not thousands of kids. She's also done work with the Souls for Souls, which is a national, probably international program that collects shoes and clothing for people in need, and she's taken teens to other countries to give these donations to them, because she knows, once again, this community service, whether you're a teen or an adult, makes a difference in what you do. So it's really wonderful to have her accepting this award. However, she couldn't be here today because she's seen one of her teens graduate. So somebody many years ago who was part of her program, she just couldn't turn it down. She's in Arizona at a college graduation of one of her teens who's now a young adult and moving on in life. And that's a celebration in and of itself. So we celebrate that part of it. But to accept this award on her behalf, and I just realized I didn't get the awards. They're in my office. As you go into the door to the left on the shelf, 3 boxes. But I'm going to go ahead and invite Mackenzie Payne up here. So Mackenzie Payne is accepting this award on behalf of Jenny Olsen, and she has a few things to say. You could use this microphone. Is this on? Hang on. Try it now.
Hello. Hello.
Hang on.
Is it working?
Try it again.
Hello. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Wow. First of all, this is like the biggest honor to accept an award for Jenny. If you know her, you know her heart and like how genuinely incredible she is. Yes, thank you. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. The impact that she has made on so many of us is just outstanding. I mean, let alone literally the actual lives of teenagers she saved is just so overwhelming to think about. It's hard to put into words. So Jenny did send me a few words that she would like to share today, so I will read those here. She says, "Thank you so very much, Reverend Jay, and the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living Community for honoring me with a Compassionate Heart Award. I'm sorry I can't be here today, but it seems appropriate that one of my teens is here on my behalf. As you might know, I founded Teens Connect in an effort to support the mental health and wellness of youth in Napa Valley after Napa lost 2 teens to suicide. I had 0 experience working with nonprofits, yet I felt an undeniable call to do this work. Passion and purpose drove me forward, but the success of my programs is because I have had beautiful mentors guiding me every step of the way. Harris Nussbaum is one of those mentors, and I feel honored to walk a path he continues to light for me. Yes. The rest of this credit goes to my teens who inspire me to include all voices in every conversation, to listen without judgment, and to actively work towards creating a beloved community where everybody belongs. Our young people give me so much hope for the future of humanity, and I'm humbled every single day to be their courage and authenticity. Thank you. So there she is. She's so bummed to be here, but as Reverend Jay said, it's so appropriate that she is away supporting one of our teams. So thank you so much, you guys. This is such an honor for me and such an honor for Jenny as well.
And could you share with them what you're doing in your life right now?
Yes, of course. So I am Mackenzie, as Reverend Jay introduced. I have been with Teens Connect since my sophomore year of high school, so about 5 years. And now I am supporting them as an event coordinator, volunteer, and just working with the council. I'm also a student at Napa College, and I started an organization business. So, Fresh Start Organization.
Wonderful. Thank you. So this is the award that she's receiving, and it says 2022 Compassionate Heart Award, Jenny Olsen. So I'll put this back in the box here for safekeeping.
Perfect.
And you can give it to her.
Thank
you.
so
Let's
much.
give her another round of applause. So our next recipient is David Busby, who's engaged in solving food insecurity here in Napa Valley. It may surprise you. I know here we're in this bountiful Napa Valley, but we have the same kind of problems of food insecurity as any county in the entire nation. You know that 50% of the people, that's half the people at some point, have problems with food insecurity, not having enough food, not sure where the food's coming from, having to stretch their budget, having to make choices about whether to pay food or to pay rent. And on top of that, 25% are significantly impacted by food insecurity. So David, decades ago, just began to devote himself at different nonprofits. He's been working with coalition and nonprofit agencies, food policy committee member, food access committee, community action in Napa Valley. He's the chairperson of the safety net committee, food committee here in Napa Valley. I just got an email about that with somebody else. And also was part of a program, I think that was in Leadership Napa Valley, Waste Not Napa Valley. And during that time, he was also the director of the table. Now it's not functioning right now. They're wanting to restart, but under his leadership, it was doing great over here at the First Press, feeding. How many people a day, David, did you feed?
In average, started about 60 at the first of the month and about 100 by the end of the month.
By about 100 as food became less or insecure or less, yeah. So about 100 meals a day. There'd be volunteers doing it. It was just a great community service. And he would get food donated to him that he would put on the table for these people. And he saw the need greater than the table, so he began starting his own nonprofit called Feeding It Forward. And this is an amazing organization, which he'll tell us more about, but basically it's a collaborative effort to recover excess perishable food, but still in good shape, reduce waste, environmental impacts, and logistics to those in need locally. The truth is, there's not a food shortage. There's a distribution problem. And David Busby, come on up here. Let's give him a round of applause for attempting to solve this problem of distribution. Thank you, David. Come on up here and share about your program. We're going to have to raise that microphone.
Thank you. It's kind of curious that Jenny started the deal, because she's one reason I founded this. I saw what Jenny had done with her teams connected, it was like, I think I can do this. She was so successful. And part of the real founding of this kind of goes back to the table of going through the earthquake and the fire, of just seeing how much food.
Here, why don't we pull this out and you just use it like that? Get really intimate with it there.
No, that's fine. When I see it, then it's like the tiger's going to attack me. Let's see. But no, the donations at the table between the earthquake and the fire, just how much food there was. And then seeing some of the big events like the diabetes bike race, of how much food is left after these events. So it kind of became the passion, and it really is a passion. It's been volunteer for me up until, well, hopefully in July I'll finally get a salary. But we're permitted through environmental health to take prepared food and perishable. Probably about, like last year, I think it's over 50% was fresh produce, mainly the farmer's market. And then the perishable or prepared food, there's, it's kind of the unpredictable, do you say? I don't know if I should say, but Floral Springs had an event planned about a month or two ago that they ended up having to cancel the day before. And so they called us up and said, hey, you want some lamb sliders and some extra food? And they were delicious, but it really, you'd be surprised how much of a challenge it is to get rid of some food that if people, I don't want to say culturally appropriate, if they've never seen it before, it's like, what's that? I don't know if I want it. It takes, farm worker centers love the heck out of it. But it really is challenging, but it is also of trying to do all the logistics of unplanned, trying to figure out where to go with it. But the reward is so rewarding, of just the gratitude. You can even see it in their faces, even over the mask, of distributing the food, of just what it means to be able to go through a line and pick out whatever vegetables or what food is something they want. I brought some handouts because I knew I'd never prepared a speech, and I knew I'd ramble on. So I don't know what else to say.
Well, I'll add this, that our community was part of giving presents to working with Puerto Abiertas at the holiday season, and giving gifts to low-income families. And on the day that we were giving gifts, the director there called David and said, hey, do you have some food? We could just do food delivery also, giveaway. So he pulled up his van and pulled out a table, and we were giving gifts, and he was giving food. It was really fun to do that. So you're very spontaneous, and an amazing how much food you're able to give out to other people. So let's give him a round of applause. I also have, can't go away without this. So the award 2022 Compassionate Heart Award for David Busby. Let's give him a round of applause. There you go. Awesome. Thank you.
I guess I could brag now that I think about the other awards. I'm a little slow, so I apologize. But we did get awarded from EPA for Region 9, which I believe is California, Arizona, and all the islands, for the food recovery for last year. So
that's awesome. All right. Yeah. And our final award recipient is Roger Collinson. So this is a guy who's just a fireman, loves food, loves people. And during the pandemic, he recognized that there was a need. The local restaurants were hurting, and we know that you couldn't go in to eat there. They had some to-go food, but people didn't know. They tended to go to the standard to-go food, which is fast food, and they weren't frequenting our incredible resource of our restaurants. That we have an incredible wealth of beautiful, delectable, wonderful restaurants here, many of which you see have given gift certificates because they're part of the community, what they do. And Roger really wanted to do something for them. So he began conversations with people and started a Facebook page called Save Napa Restaurants. And it started with just a few people, but it blossomed to 1,000 members. And now it's shifted to something called Support Napa Valley Restaurants and has 16,500 members. I'm just curious, how many of you are on that Facebook page? Yeah, and if you're not, you should be, because it really does, you notice different restaurants. Oh, I haven't tried that one, because we want to support our local restaurants. We don't want to, if you're going to go out, we need to go to local restaurants, not to the franchises. They have plenty of business elsewhere. We want to create unique environments, unique restaurants right here in Napa Valley. And I want to just call up Roger and thank him for all he's done for these restaurants. Thank you.
Pastor Jay, thank you. Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living, thank you. This is very humbling. I'm overwhelmed, really. It's the first time anybody's publicly acknowledged this group, so pretty cool. Firemen are supposed to be tough. I'm up here teary guy, you know. This is so I got glass. You can't see. Oh, good. That was just a voice crack. So I've been a first responder here in Napa County for 24 years, and when the pandemic started, you know, Napa Fire Department, awesome organization. We're so lucky to have the leadership we do in Napa Fire, and you know, we worked really hard to be prepared to take on whatever that challenge is going to be. That's what firefighters do. You know, whatever is in front of us, we're going to take it, whether it's a wildfire or a house fire or somebody in the rapids in the river getting stuck and they need to be pulled out. Whatever that challenge is, we're going to do it. And I knew that when this started, I had no doubt in my mind that I was ever going to face not having a paycheck, not being able to support my family, not being able to pay my mortgage, right? But I had a lot of friends in the restaurant industry, and I saw their looks, and I mean, I could see it in their face. They had this look of panic because they didn't know what was going to happen. The restaurants were closed. They're trying to do this takeout model. It was not. There's nothing about this that spelled security and hope for the future. It was nothing but an insecurity and very uncertain hope. We didn't know what was going to happen. And what really tipped this off, and you guys got to understand, I love food. Like, I love food. I should be, yes, my wife and I, that's what we do for fun. We go out and eat. And I feel so fortunate to live in Napa where we have such a variety of food to choose from. We have the most amazing Mexican food in the taco trucks. We have the most amazing fine dining experiences and everything in between. And I did not want to wake up when this thing was all over and my only choices were those big box restaurants.
That's right.
You know, that's not what I want. And what really broke it for me was I'm at the station, and we share a station that law enforcement, Napa cops can come in and use our computer room and you know, type reports, use the restroom. We feed them breakfast and lunch if we can, if we're around. One of the guys comes in and he's got a takeout bag from I won't name it, but a chain restaurant. And I just, it somehow fired me up. And I didn't say much to him. I went home and I told my wife, I'm like, dude, this isn't okay. I'm not going to lose my job. I'm going to have a paycheck no matter what. I'm going to start this group. And she's like, hey, I'm cooking dinner right now. Get in here and eat. It's time to eat. And I'm like, no, I need a few minutes. My in-laws are at the house too. And I go, I'm sorry, I got to start this. I don't even know how to start a Facebook group, but I'm going to do this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to start a group, and I'm going to encourage first responders, so fire, police, ambulance, and our hospital friends, right? Like, you guys are not in danger of losing your job during this time. So when you go out to get takeout, go support our local restaurants. That's all I was going to do with this thing. Promise you. Okay? So I then invite my sisters here. I invite my sister. I invite my friends, all my family, and I just send invites to the sky. And before I could even launch this idea of, hey, first responders are going to help support local restaurants, I never even had that chance because this Napa community got behind it. I could have made this group and nobody would have paid attention. But that's not what happened. By the end of the week, we had 1,000. By the end of the month, we had 3,000. And not to correct you, but we're nearly 18,000 people today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, and you know, the funny thing is that we did something that nobody's doing, which is, hey, this is a support restaurants group. You have a bad experience at a restaurant, I'm sorry, go talk to the manager. But you're not going to slam them on our group. Our group is nothing but positive experience. I had a great experience. Share it. I had a bad experience. Well, sorry, don't put it on our group. Go to Yelp. So we always considered ourselves a positive Yelp. And I'm kind of bummed because one of the girls that has been with me from the beginning, Kendra Bruno, I worked with her at City of Napa. She's a great gal. She had actually helped and was with me from the beginning on this thing, has been by my side. I got my wife to be an admin as well on the group. She helps out. I have another friend on there, Ryan Lindley. She also helps. So it's a community. And all I want to say is I appreciate this award. It really is very humbling, but I want to make this clear. I'm just a dude. I'm a guy that gets paid to squirt water on fire. All right.
Which we appreciate, by the way.
But I don't know the first thing about marketing. I don't know the first thing about advertising. I know that I love food, and I know that I didn't want to see my friends without jobs. And because of this group and because of the Napa community, Napa Valley community, this thing has blown up to something I had no idea. I have big hopes for the future of this group. I hope it continues to grow. I hope we continue to gain members. And I hope it continues to be a positive place where we support these local businesses that make our valley what it is. So thank you all. Cheers.
So I present to you the 2022 Compassionate Heart Award for Roger Collinson. There you go. Thank you very much. What? Oh, give him the box. Give him the box. Okay. We're going to take, first of all, thank you all for being a part of this. There's another piece in here I hope you don't miss. That he said he could have just done this and nobody responded, but people want to make a difference. People want to respond to this. People want to reach out and help each other. So let's keep reaching out and doing that. That's part of what we're doing today too, is encouraging this compassionate action in our hearts and out in the world. And also we're going to take about a 10-minute break and then we're going to start a few more things, but I want to give you a chance to go talk to these award winners, get some more wine if you want to, look at the silent auction. Some people are having problems with the silent auction. Look for somebody with a badge and they'll be glad to help you enter a bid or whatever you want to do. Buy some raffle tickets, talk to somebody you don't know. So about 10 minutes, we'll come back together for the live auction. Thank you, everybody. Let's give a round of applause.
Glad you made a wise shoe choice. Okay. Hey. You made it. I know. This was really inspiring. Great. And I don't think you could do something. Yes, that's why I was so curious and I was glad y'all. Yeah, I wanted to see it. Yeah. I think it would be something. I mean, I wish we were busting fun of this thing of supporting local restaurants. Yeah. I wish we had it. But is this your turn?
It is, but you can have it right now until we go to the live auction, and then I have to come back and babysit the can.
I'll put a clipboard on it and nobody can I was hoping, I was having the nicest conversation. Well, that's what I just said. I said, we could do something like this. We could do something like this. Oh, things started so early. Oh, I've been on it. Okay. Taste some more of that red, but I just, it's too hot.
Right, yeah.
Maybe inside. Is it inside?
One person. Goodness. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, actually, the one time I was the one outside was like 10. The other one was inside. Okay, great. What? You didn't see the grapes? Remember, I was annoyed. I was like, really right now.
South side. It was easy. Easy to sell.
Check that. I'll be like right around here. So right here, Barry? As long as I can.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
You know what? Well, they're all probably about 40 in the same decade. You know, my husband's Steve, and so we're pretty common, and we named our kids very unusual names.
Oh, really? Like what?
Silas and Shadow. It's because Steve and I, there were always multiple Lindas.
My sister has a couple. Their names are Steve and Linda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know.
Yeah. is not the way to do it. No, before it was getting recorded and scanned. Like right now, I don't know what's up. So this was way out of my league. But what I'm saying is, from here, just look at the sheet and see, oh, that's going to take much, I'm not going to do that. And now you got to scan it, and then you see it.
So to remind you, something I forgot to mention is the silent auction is going to close in 15 minutes. The silent auction is closing in 15 minutes. So get those bids in. Get those bids in now, or you won't get those items you're coveting. I'm pointing at you.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Jay.
Somebody's out pitching
I
right now.
told Jay. I told Jay last night. I wish I had Jerry's cell phone under that new little sticker. There were a few things, yeah, the dessert.
She's up front.
Yeah, I got out there. I have like, where is this ball?
People outside the community
Still didn't text you guys.
Where's that? Steps, remember you? Well, I wanted to know what to do with me.
No, yeah, I'm not.
You went over the value. Yes, that is what you're supposed to do.
But they won't go 3 times.
Keep the baby out.
That offers your list of
Did you see the heart with the blue flowers in
Full of interesting things. Not at the moment. I'm just trying to make sense of it. How are you? So they're going to do a live action? Okay, is this silent closing in a minute?
Oh, so you were okay. She told me all about that day. Oh.
I found your flyers sitting here. I moved them over to the table so they could
Thank
get
you. No, I wasn't sure where to put them in. It was like, this looks like a good
Nobody's going to find them here.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to
but
find
it
them.
isn't. It also isn't going to upset anything.
Well, I made sure they got in a more prominent position. I decided to swing the camera around a little bit, let them see the event while we're waiting.
Yeah, that's looking out for you. Yeah. Oh, no, not at all.
I totally understand.
What's your name?
I'm Sean.
John.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm doing this stream, so I know.
This close to
4:30, yeah, which is in 7 minutes. So I'm sitting here hovering over the button. In case I can. I'm not sure. But I think the live action stuff is up there. I know there's a bottle my daughter donated of Farniente, the Magnum of Farniente Chardonnay with a nice estate tasting. That's, I'm not sure. A couple of other things.
Shauna or Charlotte?
Shauna.
Shauna. Oh, honey, Robin, I'm 141.
Oh, yes, the fun one. Yeah, I don't know what series that is.
I'm just gonna have to give you tickets.
Oh, I always enjoy my time over there. You just gotta show up to the company. You just gotta go over there. Yeah, they don't even need wine. Jeannie. If Jeannie's gonna be there, bring her for you. Okay, so Amy's gonna tell you.
10 for $20. I'm not sure what they are.
Oh, yeah. No, I gave them the list. And then I told them I'd probably leave it. Oh, yeah, well, it's a long time ago. I never seen Some auto was cells.
going in the same shade. Just go into my office and take care of
I hate to break up conversations again, but we are ready to start the next part of our program.
Barry?
My heart is full today. I don't know about yours, but it's great
got
to
the
see
camera
people
right
and
Okay, well, I'll stand right
connect
behind
with
it then.
people. We have a human need to do that. We have a human need to connect and interact and even disagree
Wasn't what I was
sometimes
planning
in
on
civil
sharing.
ways. The civil part, I think, has been lost
Seemed
sometimes lately
important
too.
to say.
But that's okay to disagree.
Well,
But what we can agree on
position the issue without.
is that this world is a better
baggage and
place
without-
when we're willing to
I'm
live
working
from
on
the
my
heart.
TED Talk.
We're willing to act from our compassion. And I appreciate everybody here today celebrating this compassionate action, this heart that we live in and through, and open up greater ways of living. So I appreciate you being here to support. I'm going to give you a countdown of 3 more minutes on the silent auction as well as the raffle. We want those raffle tickets in there, and we're going to draw raffle tickets in just a moment. So I'm going to let you do that, but we're going to start with this live auction, and after the first live auction, we're going to be closing the raffle and the silent auction. But I'm going to call up Barry Martin now. He probably disappeared into the crowd somewhere. Where did Barry Martin go? He was here a minute ago.
He was.
Well, I'll just keep talking until he shows up. He's here somewhere. If you don't know much about us, we are engaged in community action at all times as part of the interfaith community, as part of events like the MLK Day of Action and Compassion, as working with the food bank, the green bag program that Napa Can Do does, and so many other programs that we're a part of, that we use these funds that today to further those kind of programs that we have. So we appreciate you being a part of it. So tell me about your favorite silent auction items so far. What's some fun silent auction items you got out there?
I'm not going to say because I don't want to.
Oh, you're not going to say because somebody might bid on it. It's over. You got 2 minutes now. It's running out there. Barry. Hey, Barry, come on up here. You got your clipboard somewhere? All right.
You're good for now.
Yeah, I'm filming it.
There you are.
Shauna's got her tickets. Anybody else need tickets?
All right, we're going to begin this live auction. Everybody ready for a live auction? All right. So we have some incredible items on here. I'm just going to give you a list of the whole items here. The first one, oh wait, what is the, oh, this one. Okay, they're out of order. What's the order on yours? It's first, okay. It's out of order on the program, that's all. So we have, the first item is going to be an enhanced wine cellar. You're going to hear more about it, but you get to choose 5 wines of your choice. We have a week vacation in Mexico at a resort there. Farniente Magnum plus a wine tour experience and tasting for 4. A restaurant certificate. I'm willing to come to your house to cook a gourmet meal. And somebody mentioned that, oh, you mean Michelle's going to cook? No. You can ask the Reeds. You can ask the Peatmans. I cook this meal. I'm a good cook. You'll live through it. I promise. You'll enjoy it. A concert, a house concert with Joyfully Cricket. You see her on Sunday singing here. Custom wine tour up to 6 people in a limo. They drive you to 2 different wineries, the Reeds and Amazetta up in the hills, beautiful. And last, a Tahoe vacation lodging for 6. So some wonderful things on here. And I'm going to turn it over to the co-founder of Lucky Penny, a radio personality, and everything extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I like that intro, Jay, that everything extraordinary. That was
There
great.
you go. Okay, it's all yours.
I'll remember that. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm the guy who's on the radio in the morning in Napa. I'm KVYN these days from 6 to 10, 99.3 FM. I'd love for you to listen into that show. Community-oriented radio, try to include some local news and content and interesting things, as well as good music and a few laughs along the way. And that's kind of what we do at Lucky Penny Productions also. Has anybody here been to Lucky Penny before for a show? Thank you. Thank you for that support. We are about to open our final show of this season, which has been like so pandemic-y, with every day wondering, will this show actually get to be on stage or not? You know, and we're kind of going through it one at a time. We're opening a show called Bright Star on the 27th of May, Memorial Day weekend, 2 weeks away. If you've ever listened to Steve Martin play the banjo, or Edie Brickell with her band, the New Bohemians, the two of them wrote the music for this show. It's an unconventional musical set in the 20s and the 40s in North Carolina with this bluegrass score by Steve Martin and Edie Brickell. It's really, really cool. So I invite you to check out our website, luckypennynapa.com, and please come join us for the show, and I'll stop doing self-promotion now for a minute. So our first live auction item is a chance for you to enhance your wine cellar. You will be able to choose 5 premium wines from a curated collection. You'll choose the wines that you would like to have, and this has a $400 value. $400 value for 5 premium wines. So we're going to start this out. Let's start this out at $50 and see who's ready to go in at 50. 141 has 50. How about 75? Who's in at 75 for the first go round of our live auction today? Show me 75. Who's got? There it is back there in the corner. 174's got 75. $100 back here. Do I have 100? There's 100 right here. 171. Let's go to 150 on this. 150 right there. 141. And 175 would be the next point. 175, yeah, yes, 170, number 174 will bid 175. How about that? Okay. $200. Who's in at 200? 141 at $200. Let's go 225 next. 225 right there. 171. 250. 250. Who's give me 250 for our first lot of the live auction? 141's in at 250. 275, anybody interested at 275? Let's go 275, somebody. We've got 250 right now as our top bid. 250 is our top bid. Anybody at 275? 141 at 275, very good. And then next our price point would be $300. This is a $400 value, so you're still saving quite a bit of money here. $300 for the first lot of our 5 premium wines from a curated collection. Looks like we're at 275. 275 looks pretty solid. 275, 300. 300 to 171 down here. All right, got a bidding war now. It's getting exciting. 325, sir. 325 back here. 325. 350 to you. 350 to you. Oh, too rich. 325. Hold your paddle up again for me, sir. 141 is the paddle number. And the bid amount is 300, 325. I think that's where we start. 325. All right. 325. Very good. That's right. Give him a hand. That's right. I want to encourage that. All right. 325. Let me ask you this. Will you do 325 if there's 2 lots like this? 325 if you have the same opportunity?
2 lots?
If we had a second opportunity exactly the same, would you do 325?
Yeah.
325. So we got 325 twice. Who else wants to get it for 325? Will you go 325 for this? No? Too rich? All right, we got 2 chances at
What's your
325.
paddle number, sir?
We've kind of set our price
171.
level. Who wants to get in? We've got one more chance. We can do 3 of these at 325. We'll do the third one at 325. 5 beautiful bottles of wine, premium wines. Anybody? All right. How about 300 back there, sir? Will you do it at 300? 174, will you do it at 300? He's already shut me out of his life at this point. So. Two. Okay, we got 2 lots. We got 2 winners, 171 and 141. Okay, both at 3 1/4. Correct? Got that?
It won't let me do both of them in the system, but I think we got the
But
numbers.
you got it written
We
down?
got the numbers. Are
We're
you guys,
closing it. Yeah, you're good.
someone
Everybody's got it.
writing
All
those
right.
down?
Going once, going twice,
Did not.
and sold. All right. Thank you. That's very generous. You got 2 times the money on that first item. All right. Item number 2 is a 1-week vacation in a Mexico resort. And it's not just a specific location. You can choose from 6 different desirable locations. A 1 week in Mexico trip. And it says here opening bid $100. That seems for 2 people. Okay. Small place for 2 people. That sounds romantic and intimate and lovely. Oh, 141's in at 100. Thank you. We've got an opening bid at 100. 150 back there? Yeah, 150 from 171. Let's go to $200 because it's ridiculous. 200 for 141. 250. Who's in at 250 for the week vacation in Mexico? 250 back here. That's 174. 174 has it at 250 currently. All right. Let's go to $300. $300 to 141. Right behind you. Looking good. $300 is the current bid. 350. 350 for 121 paddle number. 350 is the current bid. 375 back here. Yep, 375 on number 174. 400. 400 on 141. Okay. This isn't going to work. I need a spotter. Give me a spotter right there. Okay. Somebody be a spotter for me right here. You got to shout out when you got a bid that I can't see. That's how it works. $900. Is that your bid?
What's the paddle number? Paddle number. 193. Okay.
All right.
Amount.
And I think, were we at 350 previously? Was that our previous slide bid? We were at 400. So we have 400 back here in the shadows behind me. All right. This is tricky. 360-degree auction. $400. All right. 450. 450 right here. Your paddle number 124. Okay, we're at 450. 500. Paddle number 141.
Hold on a sec.
500 on 141. Our next price
There's
point
a
is
lag
550.
time with our tech here. Okay.
550 would be our next level. 550. 550 for 193. 550 for 193. $600. This is a week in Mexico. We got 2 offers at 600. Let's go 650. Will you go 650? 650, yes. 700. Will you go 700?
What?
700. We're both still in. Hang on. 750.
I need the number.
Hang on. 750. Are you good at 750? All right. Do we have 800?
Gotcha.
Do we have 800? Okay, 750. Paddle number 193 is our current high bid.
Gotcha.
All right, 750. Okay, now does anybody want to go to 800? We got 3 active bidders in this. Somebody show me 800 or 750 is going to get it. It's a week in Mexico. 800 for 125. That's the way to do it. $800 is our current bid. 6 different locations. 850. 850 for 193. How about $900? We got 850 for paddle number 193. 900. 900 for 124. 900 for 124. 900 is our top bid. Paddle 124.
Got it.
950. 950 for 193. 1,000, sir. 1,000 to you. Yes, he's in. $1,000.
For what paddle number? Hold on.
124.
Thank you.
$124,000. Very good. All right. $2,000. No, too much? Did I go too fast? You're out. You're out. $1,000 is looking pretty strong. Anybody else want to get in at this point? 1,100. Oh my goodness. There's 2 weeks available, Jay. What a shocker and a surprise. We were 1,000 over here, right? 1,000 for Mr. 124. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Will you go 171 back here? Will you do it? Liz, will you do 1,000 also? If we have 2 lots?
Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay.
It's only 50. It's only
track.
$50 more.
Keep track.
Don't look at them. Look at me, Liz. Look at me. Look at my eyes. 193. $1,000.
193. So 2
All right.
of them. Okay.
193 and 124 each at $1,000.
Got that
Right?
second one.
Beautiful. That's pretty good for a week, I'd say. Yeah.
And you got that second number.
Going. All right. Thank you. Sure. How much would you like? 10 seconds. All right. Silent auction is closing in 10 seconds. The people who really care are standing next to their items. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and silent auction is closed. Thank you for your bids on all of those lovely items. All right, are we ready to keep going? Let's do our Far Niente wine experience. Now, this is a tour tasting and a magnum of Far Niente Chardonnay. And that's an iconic brand, of course, a beautiful place to visit. Wonderful wines. Far Niente's wine experience with tour tasting and magnum is worth $650. And we'll start that at $150. Okay, who's got $150? The magnum alone is worth what?
170.
250, 300? Yeah.
170.
150 for the Far Niente package. 174, I have at 150. 141 at 200.
Yeah.
200 on 141. Who'll go to 250 on the Far Niente package?
Right here.
250 for 141. Who about 300 for 140? 300 for Far Niente. 300 for Far Niente package, worth at least $650. $300. Anybody? 250 is a strong bid at this point. That's a bargain. Come on, you got to do better than that. How about 300? Somebody? 300 for somebody. 250 going once. Nobody else is interested. 250 going twice. Thank you. 300. What's your paddle number, ma'am? 126. Thank you. I couldn't see her through the speaker. So we're at 300. Back to you, sir. 350. 350. Interested at 350? Yes, 350 for paddle number 140. 350 paddle number 140. 400? Nope, too rich. 375. 375. What's your paddle number again, ma'am? 126. Okay, 375 for paddle 126. Anybody else at 400? Last chance to get in at 400. Last chance at 400. 400 for paddle number 140.
Barry,
400 for paddle number 140.
my phone's catching up.
Okay. 400 for paddle 140. I'll keep saying it so I don't forget it.
400, 140.
For 140. Okay, one more chance back here. 4 1/4.
Got it.
No, too rich. All right. 400 going once right there. Last chance to go 425. 400 going twice. 400 is your current bid. 140 is your current bid at 400. And sold to 140. Good job. $400. What a bargain. You will have at least $900 worth of fun with that package. All right. Here we go. Item number 4. Jay Lang told you about this. This is the gourmet vegetarian meal that he will cook for you for 6 people at your location or here at the center, customized to your palate. Gourmet vegetarian meal for 6, which, you know, what do you think a realistic value on that is, Jay? Like priceless, of course. Yes. You can't put a price on this, but we will. Yeah, you have to bring your own groceries, and then no. Everything is provided. All you do is show up.
Clean up everything.
Everything. Oh, you don't have to do the dishes. Okay, good. All right. That makes it worth more. All right. Let's go for an opening bid of $100 for the gourmet dinner for 6. Who's got 100 for this? Okay, we're in there easily. We're in easily. Let's go $200. 200, 125 at 200. Anybody else at 200? One paddle number 125 gives us 200 so far. All right. Updating. Okay. Installing a new operating system. Okay, paddle number 125 at 200 is our current high bid. 160.
Paddle number.
4.
Say that again.
I have 125 at 200 right over there.
Paddle 125 at 200.
Yeah,
that right?
That's what I've seen so far. Is somebody online at 165?
Okay, we're
You're
good.
165?
You gotta talk it up, Jay.
Okay, I have 225 from paddle number 165, correct? 225 is the current bid. 250, ma'am? 250 for 125. 275, anybody? Who's interested in this one? 275. 116 is giving me 275 back there. And the next level is $300. Are you in at 300, sir? No, he's out. All right, how about you? 300 for paddle number 125. 325 back over to you, ma'am. 325 for 116. 350 now. 350 now for 125 is at 350. 125 is at 350.
Okay.
Okay. 125 at 350. All right, now 375. Do we have 375 over here? Nope. Are you done? All right. 350 is a winning bid so far. Who's got a chance at 350? Anybody 350? 350, 350. Man back here, 116. Will you do 350 also if we have two of them? Will you do 350 if we have two of them? How's that sound?
That's great.
350 times 2, 116. Uh-oh. Roger's in.
Uh-oh, what's the
You
number?
want to up the ante?
What's the number? Paddle.
350. You want to go higher? Okay, we got 3 people willing to play 350.
What was the number? 168? 168.
Now you got 3. You going to do 3 of them, Jay?
At 350? I don't
Jay
think...
says he'll do 3 dinners at 350 for all 3 of you guys. Does that sound good? Okay.
Okay.
Paddle numbers again. Paddle numbers again. 124, 125, 116, and 168.
Thank you.
Got them?
All right.
125, 116, 168. 350 each. Sweet. Sold and done. Well done. All right. Reed Family Vineyards is offering this next auction item. Yeah, give them a hand. Hi, Kirk. Let me see you. It says right here, I'm going to read what it says on this page. Have you ever wondered how a small family operated winery gets 3,566 gallons of wine into 1,800 bottles? Find out at the annual bottling event at Reed Family Vineyards in 2022. Experience the mobile bottling line or just watch. Then join the crew for lunch. Take home 4 bottles of wine. Exact date to be determined. This is for up to 4 people. And this is really a good chance to see what happens behind the scenes, how it all works. It's pretty fascinating. And delicious wine at the end of the day. What varietals, Kurt? 7 different varietals will be bottled. Very good. So this is a $400 value, and I would say this is one of those experience items that you really can't put a price on. It's so much fun to see and do. Who's in for 200? Let's get serious and start at 200 on this. Who's in at 200 for the bottling experience and the 141 in at 200? 250 would be next. 250, 250. Anybody back here? 200's in. 141 is the paddle number for 200. We're looking for 250. Anybody? Let's go 250 to it. 250 from 193. First, she's behind me. Now she's walking around with her paddle. Okay, 250, paddle 193. We got that? All right. How about $300? This is worth at least 400. 141 right behind us here has $300. 141, 300 is the bid. All right, 350. 350 back to the wandering lady over here. 350.
She's not even listening.
350.
Come on.
you're shilling these prices, aren't you? Right. So 141, 300, you're good with, right? Or was it 350? Were we at 300 or 350?
300. Yeah.
300. 300 is looking strong right now. Anybody want to go 350? She's out. Nobody over there. Okay, good. 300 going once. 300 going twice. Last chance to get this for 350. 300 and sold. $300 for 141.
Wow. Drink some more wine, peeps.
Yeah, definitely.
Drink some more wine, people. Drink some more.
Great deal. Item number 6, Angel Restaurant and Bar in downtown Napa. Dinner for 2. This is a value up to $200. And let's get started at $75. Who gives 75? We got one back here. And that is 174. 75. Who'll
Way
give
to go,
100?
Don.
Who'll give 100? It's
What's the item?
It's Angel Restaurant, dinner for 2, up to $200 value. And $100 is the bid for you. Yes, 120. Her number is 120. 125, 200, 200. All right, we have 200 over here from 174. $200 from 174. 225. The bid's 225. Is that with you? Okay. The bid is 225 from panel 126. 250 back to you. He's out. 225 is the current bid, current top bid. 225 is going strong. Anybody else want to get in at 225? 225. You're good with 225, number 126? Yeah, I think you're bidding against yourself now, but that's okay. I'll take the extra money. 225, yeah, we're good. 225 going once, 225 going twice. Paddle number 126 is good at 225 and sold. Sold. Fantastic. That's Angel. All right. Looks like we've got 3 more live auction items. This one is a home concert. A home concert, $400 value. Joyfully Cricket will come to your home for a 1-hour private house concert in your home or backyard. $400 value, and I assume date and everything to be arranged, right? Very good. $400 value. Let's start this out at $150. Who'll give me $150 for Joyfully Cricket? 101 is in at $150. How about $200? How about $200 for item number 7? $200 is the current bid. We're looking for 200. Anybody? Right now, 150 has it at paddle number 101.
Come on.
150 is the current bid. Anybody? 200. Anybody want to get at 200 for the good cause? All right. We're going to going once. Going once, going twice. Anybody else? Looks like the winning bid's going to be 150. And there you have it. Paddle number
All right, you got it. Good deal.
150.
No one wants to bid against you.
Item number 8. Here we go. Wine touring. Best way to do your wine tasting trips when your friends come to town. You get a corporate Suburban for 6 hours. Mike Ward will be your driver.
Oh, fun.
You will have
that would be fun. Just
come
right there.
right on out here.
Woo!
There he is now.
Yeah, Mike.
Don't you want to spend your afternoon with this gentleman? Beautiful. And Mike's going to take you to Reed Family Vineyard and Amazetta. Okay. And the only limitation is this is no Fridays or Saturdays and not during Crush because you're killing it then making lots of money. We don't want to, not going to give it up. Gotcha. This is a, just be keeping it real, you know. This is a value of $1,250, right? Because that's about a tenth of the price of the DUI.
We can split
$1,250 in a big Suburban, 6 hours out on the road, Reed Family Vineyard in Amazetta. Okay, $1,250 value. This includes the tastings, I'm assuming, right? Includes the tasting and everything? Great. All right, it's worth $1,250. Who'll start it at $500? Let's get going. Yep, $500. I got 2 or 3 of those. How about $600? Yep, $600.
Wait, what's the number?
$750.
What's your number, Judy?
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
185.
$750. $750. I've got 3 $750s. How about $1,000? Let's get serious. Who's in for $1,000? $185. 185 at $1,000. Okay. 185. Okay. When I have multiple people at the same level, it's good to isolate it. So that's why I did that. So I'm sorry, your number again is 185 at $1,000. All right. Good. So let's go to $1,200. Anybody want to go $1,200 on this wine touring and 2 delightful tastings? Anybody in at $1,200? Anybody for 12? 101's got $1,200 for this.
Jay's like, what?
101 says 1,200. 1,300 to you, ma'am. 1,300 over here. Will you do 1,300? Nope. 1,200 looking pretty strong. Okay. Paddle number 101 at 1,200. Let's see anybody else. Pretty good. 1,200 close to full value. I say going once. Last chance. Going twice. Sold. 101. $1,200. Yeah. All right now.
Jay and wife, clean it up.
6 people, 7 days, Tahoe Keys at South Lake Tahoe. This is auction item number 9. You have the chance to enjoy the beach, indoor and outdoor pools, the spa, the hot tubs, the tennis courts. Restrictions, you have to reserve this by the middle of June, use it by the middle of December. Beautiful weather at Tahoe in those months. Value, depending on the season, let's say $2,000 to $5,000. All right. So 7 days at Tahoe for up to 6 people. Wow. Let's start at $1,500 if the value is minimum of $2,100.
108.
108. Okay. Paddle number 108 at $1,500. All right.
I could read this. I know.
That was so enthusiastic. I'm
Or
going to
somebody
jump
else
to
did too.
$2,000 right away and see if anybody else wants to engage on this with that much passion for it, because it usually tells you something. 1,500 is pretty strong. How about 1,750? Let's make it interesting. 1,750, anybody? It's a whole week at Tahoe Keys, South Lake Tahoe. 1,500 is looking really attractive right now. Okay, nobody at 1,750 at all? Nobody's in? Okay, 1,500 going once. You really wanted it, huh? Uh-oh, 1,750 right behind you. Snatched it right
They
up.
said 1,600.
1,600?
Can we do that?
Okay, sure.
What's your 139?
139,
Okay.
1,600. And it's back to you, Steph, at 1,750.
I'm good.
You're happy? All right. 1,600 shirts. Looks like you're pretty strong. Don't look disappointed now. You're winning. 1,600. Anybody want to get above that? 1,750. Anybody? 1,750. 1,750. Anybody? 1,600 going once. 1,600 going twice. Last chance. Sold. And your paddle number against her is 139.
All right.
139. $1,600.
Woo!
You guys did great. Putting some money into important places. Okay. And
All right.
Jay,
Woo.
Yeah, so, every year we, microphone on here. There we go. We do a fund a vision, which is really about funding our vision to make a world work for everyone. And we don't mean certain people, a certain faith, we mean everyone and everything we can do. And I love this gathering together because I see a lot of people that aren't part of our regular community here at this center, but you're part of our bigger community. And that's what's important. We're not, we don't need everybody to attend here, but we want to make partnerships with everybody to create a world that works for everyone. So thank you for being a part of that. And any donations you can give in the fund division are contributing to that effort. So thank you so much if you're able to do that.
thank you, Jay. And we will begin with the fund division. Multiple bids accepted at each level, meaning you can raise your paddle for any amount that I mentioned. We'll start at the top and we'll go down from there. So when you hear a number that you're happy with, that's when you can raise your paddle. I love the fund to need or fund to vision approach because you get nothing back except the satisfaction of having done a good thing.
And
At the end of the day is a pretty good thing.
and the whole donation is tax deductible.
Yes,
because
that's
you're
right.
not receiving
No
anything for it.
material
Right.
value, correct.
Right.
Fully tax deductible. All right. So, anyone like to fund division at the legacy donor level of $10,000? We'll take a moment, look around if anybody's interested in the $10,000 legacy donor level. Raise your paddle if you are. And if you're not, we'll move on to the compassionate heart member level, which is $5,000. Does anybody want to jump in with $5,000 on the fund division? Raise your paddle if you do. All right, moving right along. The major contributor level makes a big difference at $1,000. Who would like to raise a paddle for $1,000 as a major contributor on the fund of vision?
No.
All right. $500 is the next level. I'm sure there's some folks who want to get in there. Show me a paddle for $500 for sustaining member fund division donation. 500. All right. And that leaves us. I like your style. You're helping. That's good. I think it should cost him $100 at the next level. What do you think? Our final level is keeping the light burning donor, fund division at $100. Maybe you tried to bid, you didn't win what you wanted. You can kick in 100 instead. There he is. I shamed him into it. 193 was it? 193. $100. Who else is in at $100 just for the good of the cause? 133.
I don't have a paddle, but
You don't have a paddle?
I will be honest and check out at the.
All right. And who's jotting these down for us? At this point? You got it? 124 and 180 back here. Thank you. At $100. Anybody else for the $100 fund division? 111 back over here. I see.
117.
117. Okay. Good momentum. Anybody else? 100. All right. That might be it, Jay. What do you think? Good job, you guys. You did well. You raised a lot of money. Outstanding. Make friends with the people who won stuff.
Raffle tickets.
Thank you so much for this day.
Raffle tickets.
We did do the raffle drawing. Can you bring all the jars to me, Shauna?
I can.
So we do want to do the raffle drawing, and with that, we'll conclude the day. I just want to say how much this has meant to me. It's opened my heart, and I hope that either you check out our community sometime for other events on Sundays, or there's projects like MLK that we see each other that we're doing together that we can open up to. So, so this is another one where you get to choose. I will choose 3 bottles for you. The people that won the 5 bottles, please see me after everything is over, and we'll choose along with the raffle winner here. We'll choose out of these 3 bottles right here. So I'm going to have someone, Lindy, come up here for a minute. Come on up here. Can you draw a number out of here? All right, and we have number 2861912. 1912 are the last 4 numbers. 1912. Anybody in 1912 that's here? I'm waiting. Sure, 2861912. 1912 is the last 4 numbers. You got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? Come on up here. All right. Where's another bottle? Where's the other bottles? Okay. I need an assistant up here. Shauna, come on up here and help me out with this.
Okay.
I will help you in just a minute. This is the Bobby Sue's nuts that we have here. And choose in there, and I'm going to hand you I'm going to give you the whole bottle. And you go. Do you want it in the box? I'll get it in the box there. I'll put it right here for you. We'll have a box in there. So this is, you got 3 bottles of wine. Thank you, Rachel. All right, and what number do we have now? We have 286-1875. 286-1875. No. 1875, anybody? 1875. Going once? Going twice? Going to a new number. What? 1875? This is the nuts. 4 pounds of nuts. How about 1889? 286-1889. 286-1889. 286-1889. Okay, one more time here. We're gonna keep drawing here. What? 1889? Yep. All right, come on up. Nuts. You want me to hand them the nuts? Okay, all right. What? Oh, they're over here. The next one is The Small World, a restaurant down right on Pearl. Just keep walking down. What? Oh, 1889, the nuts. Okay, how about this? 286-1939, 1939. Did I hear noise? 1939, 1939. Going once? Going twice? We got it. 1939. So you want to give them the gift certificate? I asked Mary where it is. Mary? All right, follow Shauna. Yeah. Where's Mary? Mary, can we have you out here? Sure, can you get Mary? She needs to get the gift certificates out here. All right. And now the Taqueria Rosita. Right over here on, I think it's on Main Street, isn't it? 286-1888. 1888. 1888. Can you give those to Shauna, or she knows who? Oh, Janice. It's Janice. No, she gets. Yours was the nuts, wasn't it? You got 2? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Janice. A 2-time winner here. All right, final gift here.
Okay, I can't draw that one because I'm going to
This
win
is
that
the
one.
gratitude gift basket. So full of gratitude today.
That one's for me.
And here's the winner is a torn ticket. 286-1937. 1937.
No, not me.
Yes, there it is. Kenna won. All right, and the gift basket is at the table over there. Who was Small World?
He's got a sign.
Wait.
Right there. Striped shirt.
Oh yeah, behind
Striped
you.
shirt behind
Turn
you.
around. There it is, right there. All right, so checkout process. Thank you everybody for being here today. As part of the process, first of all, we have lots of food left over, so if you want to take some with you, go ahead. Checkout process, yes. Okay, we're going to give a few minutes here before we're ready to check out. But when you're ready to do that, all you need to do is to scan, if your camera is working before, scan your bidder card. And your bidder card will help you check out. If you need help with that, just go to the front desk. They'll help you with that. And then we'll be getting your items that are part of the silent auction or the live auction. Those people that were winners of the legacy of the 5 choices of wine, come see me. And we'll be together then. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's all give each other a round of applause.